Hello there, I'm Moses. I'm a shepherd looking after my father-in-law's sheep. It's a hard job, being out all day in the heat, making sure the sheep are safe and have plenty to eat. Today I need to take the sheep to Horeb, which is on the other side of the wilderness, on a mountain, to graze. It's so hot out here and not another house or person in sight.
Moses, Moses,
Yes, I'm here.
Moses, Moses.
Yes, it is I, Moses. That's strange. Sounds like my name's coming from over there. Oh, it's the bush. It's in flames, but it doesn't look like it's burning.
Moses, don't come any closer. You are on holy ground. You must take off your shoes.
Who are you? Why are you talking to me? I'm just a poor shepherd.
I am the father of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, the God of Israel. You're not just a shepherd. You are Moses. I have a job for you. I have chosen you to lead my people out of Egypt.
But I left Egypt years ago, and now I'm an old man.
My people have been slaves in Egypt. I have heard their prayers. I have chosen you, Moses, to set them free.
What happens if they don't believe that you, God, has sent me?
Take the walking stick and throw it on the ground. Now pick it up. Show them the stick turning into a wriggly snake, and I'm sure they will believe you after that.
But I'm so shy. I don't like talking to people.
No problem. As your brother Aaron loves talking, take him with you. Now go, as my people need your help to escape Egypt.
What an amazing story. I wonder how you would have felt being in Moses' shoes that day. Surprised, scared, bewildered perhaps, especially as Moses was called from a bush that was in flames but did not burn, and being in the middle of nowhere without a house or another person in sight. I think I would have been terrified. On investigating the bush, Moses did as he was told. He took off his shoes due to being on holy ground. Being on holy ground means Moses was in the presence of God. And even today there are some religions where worshippers take off their shoes before they enter their buildings. We have many different types of shoes which we wear today. Each pair is chosen for a different activity. Welly boots for washing the car, puddle jumping and gardening. We have trainers for sports and running. Walking boots for rambling. Flip-flops and sandals for the summer. Each have their own unique gift for our feet, and we choose which one to wear according to our activity. Moses also had a unique gift and was chosen by God to do a very special job of releasing his people from Egypt, who had become slaves. God knew he was the right person to do the job, but Moses thought otherwise. Moses made up so many excuses as he didn't think he was capable of completing the task. Moses said he was too old, but God just said, "I have heard the prayers of my people in Egypt, and I have chosen you for the job." Moses' next excuse was, "What if they don't believe you have sent me?" God knew what Moses was going to say and was ready with a sign for Moses to take to Egypt. Moses was to throw his walking stick to the ground, which would turn into a wriggling snake, and on picking it up, would turn back into a stick. This shows God gives us strategies to complete the task he's given us. The next excuse was being shy. But God's plan for Moses was to take his brother Aaron with him to do the talking. God chooses the right people to do the job, like we choose the correct shoes for our feet. I wonder how often we make up excuses not to do something. Excuses as to why we can't do chores perhaps, tidying the bedroom, getting the homework finished, looking for a new job, or taking on a volunteering role. I wonder how many of us have been prompted or chosen to take on a specific task, but have made excuses as to why you can't do it, and finally say yes and find it was definitely the right path to take. Looking back on my life, I can see I have been prompted to change direction at many times, but dug in my heels and said no. Then something in the back of my mind kept prodding me to move forward. I finally gave in and find myself in a much better place as a result. I wonder how many times that has happened to you. Have a think about it. Today's activity, we're going to paint a bush. So I've just taken this off the internet and we're going to use wax crayons to do the bush, and then we've got watercolours to do the flames. And I'll show you what happens because it's magic. So I'm just going to do the brown for the tree. Now, I do this quite thick or quite hard. All the brown bits. And now for the green. Going to do the leaves in green. You can take a lot more time over this. And then we take quite a wet paintbrush and we're going to go red first. And we're just going to do some red in the middle. And then an orange, going quite wet. Just try and merge a little bit of the colours. And then yellow. Let's get a bit more water. Some more water. Yeah. More. And these little bits of flame here, yellow. And there is your burning bush with your wax crayons. Now do be creative with this, because you can do it. You can draw a tree and add tissue paper, or if you've got oil pastels, you can do a similar thing with oil pastels and blend the colours together. And you can be very creative and do a burning bush like this one here.